The people asked for 100 Cooltoon videos in 100 days. How about 2 posts in 1 day? How about 100 Cooltoon videos in 10 days? How's that sound? Anyways, this video, I'm going to show you guys the best Cooltoon gameplay you're going to see, where I absolutely outplay my Cooltoon opponent, and I win with only one hand trap through the full board. It's going to be an epic video. This is a $1,600 Ironman match, 2v2 on Jib's channel. Shout out Jib. Let's get straight into this video. If you guys want to learn more about Cooltoon, I'll be posting about Cooltoon every day for the next 100 videos. I'm for real. I'm going to make a playlist on it. Cooltoon is my new yummy. If you guys want to learn everything about it quicker, I'm releasing 7 days from today on May 7th, the biggest Cooltoon Masterclass in history, where I'm going to give you a 50-page booklet spreadsheet with 100 replays and a whole ass 3-hour training session. I posted earlier today on the best way to play the deck, and now let's do some gameplay. Let's go! And hey, guys, if the Metafy subscription is too much for you guys, if money's tight, it's okay. I will be posting every day here for you guys to learn with free resources, but if you are playing Yu-Gi-Oh every day and you're intending to go to Nats and you want to win, you want to do good and top your first Nats or win your first Nats, if I let you, I do highly recommend the Metafy, and especially this very specific Cooltoon 50-page encyclopedia of mastery. Let's go! So, I know it's dueling book, but just stick with it, okay? Alright, Master Duelers. Because look at the situation here. My opponent has Belt, Imperm, Veiler, 2 starters. I only have a Ghost Ogre. I'm telling you guys, Ghost Ogre is a good hand trap, typically. However, in this situation, it's all I got. So let's see how I do this. And let me tell you something. I win this game. I win this game right here. So just pay close attention how he does. He goes mix. If I had Ogre and Veiler, or Ogre Imperm, even Harmonia Veiler, Harmonia Imperm, like, yes, at the end of the day, I'm using it right there because it would lose to KTS, but sometimes against Cooltoon you just gotta get a little bit lucky. So I decided to hold my Ogre for when they put up Maker, because obviously to play around an Ash on Rotary, they're kind of forced to make the Maker as the last chain link, making it open and available for Harmonia or Ghost Ogre. So he does exactly that. Rotary 1, Maker 2, and I am Ghost Ogering that 100%. The reason why I'm Ghost Ogering that 100%, now this is why I'm saying check out the Masterclass. We're 100 videos in a row of just Cooltoon mastery, but you gotta know the levels inside out. That is the #1 tip I have on Cooltoon. You need to know your end board needs to be Zalin Remix, okay? Your end board just fucking needs to be Zalin Remix. I don't care on how many hand traps you have to use to get there, what you have to do to get there, what hand traps I have to stop you. As long as I don't have a Super Poly or like a Forbidden Crown, and even then you'll still probably do it depending on what you have, you always need to end on Zalin Remix. So by ogering the Track Maker, it makes the levels very difficult because it's typically Maker and a 3. So when you don't have a Track Maker on the field, it's difficult. And if I have one Ogre, you kind of gotta get a little lucky. I can't Ghost Ogre the field spell because by the time I Ghost Ogre field spell with hand knowledge being as toxic as it is, and for him to know what I have, he's simply gonna put up a Zalin before I have an opportunity to even negate the field spell. So you have to do it there to make their end board a little bit weaker, and you're gonna have to play like a god on your turn. So he opts to, he gets KTS here. He goes JJ Cooltoon, goes Q. He was probably, I Ogred before he knew my hand. Maybe he was expecting an Ogre Imperm or something. If I was him, I would have chained the KTS that was on no one knew about to go Zalin to save the card. But again, hey, Dave is an incredible player, but Cooltoon is pretty new. And I've been playing Cooltoon of hundreds and hundreds of matches that I knew immediately was a misplay. I also knew immediately when he went Q summon Ash, too greedy. Way too greedy. What he has to do here is Q summon Track Maker. If he goes Q summon Track Maker, JJ tribute mix, get Rico, Rico add mix. You end on remix, Zalin, KTS, Imperm, Veiler, and you add the bell. So you'd have triple hand drop, and that's 10 interruptions. Because you need the Zalin and the remix guarantee 6 interruptions, minimum. Plus all the 3 hand drops. Anywho, and it's protected and layered, that's why. So what he does now, he top decks, you see I am maining 2 crown in this build. Gives me an Ash that is okay. A lot of my hand traps in this deck are actually breakers in a sense. Not breakers, but could be used going second against some other decks. So now he goes RS, Remix, KTS, And that's a big, huge error. RS is what you want to save at the very end with clip. You never want to start RS. It's a super waste. You need to go Zalin. So, sets 2 passes. I'm assuming one I literally thought to myself, guaranteed, one is Imperm or Crown, and the other is KTS for sure. So, in this situation, he goes draw phase that. I need to KTS immediately because I don't want him to Ash it. I'm assuming it might even be Ash Bell, just in case. So I want to make sure I got this off before. Okay. Next, he's going to go Rico to get clip. I opt to Ash it, but I want to save the Ash for the quick play spell when I can get an advantage. I go Rico effect in this game state and he imperms. Look at the situation right now, okay? If he goes clip, bring out what, a 5? Think about it. This is a huge misplay that he did, and you wouldn't even know it. He has a lot of interrupts. He has three hand traps, 4 hand traps. He has RS. He has monsters on the field. But what this lacks is board removal. And board removal is mandatory. That's what Zalin Remix always does that, because you're able to trigger Mix and Maker to bounce pop at any time you want. So, by him allowing me to have a monster on field is like yummy. It's like having a yummy Link 1 and level 1. However, in this deck, I don't need a Link 1 and level 1 on my field. I could use any hand trap in my hand. So by him letting this go, and on top of that, what else is there for him to do? If you think about it, if he goes activate KTS, I'm obviously ashing it, and he knows I have it, and he can't actually do something with the clip. Clip summons Zalin, doesn't do anything. So he kind of played himself by not going into specifically the remix and Zalin. And you guys can learn a lot. That's why I'm saying watch the whole video here. We're going to watch 2 huge matches in this Ironman, $1,600 Ironman. It's still in the early stages of it, but I'm going to win it all. So, him allowing me to synchro. Now, my monsters are +1 level. So, my Rico's level 4. This does hurt it a little bit. So, 4 and 1, I get 5. And I get my own RS to be able to negate his, if need be. He changed the KTS, so I pop it, I Ash, and it ends up with me getting KTS, and this is the exact game state. I know he has Ash, Veiler, Clip. So this is what I do. Now, I could RS randomly out of nowhere to negate his RS, but I wanted to save my RS to potentially enter battle and attack with it. I was debating even entering battle and attacking, but a lot of these players are playing 2 RS. I am playing 1 RS, allowing him to clip Rico, and I lose that advantage. So this is what I do. I go normal Q. I have a big brain idea. I go normal Q, thinking he'll Veiler it, and I want him to essentially make the back-to-back, and I just enter battle and attack. So I normal Q, he negates. I negate his RS. He goes clip, and I knew he was going to do this because it feels too good to clip RS. It's the equivalent of like MSTing a Dracotail Flame target. So what he did there is by clip to get rid of RS on the field, my RS doesn't negate his RS, my Q is negated, and he's able, because my not my Q is negated. My Q gets negated, but with the RS levels, the RS will be 6, Rico will be 4. He could make back to back. Now, in doing that, this is kind of exactly what I wanted. I could enter battle, RS, attack the back-to-back. Obviously, he'll use Veiler in that situation. So he Veilers before I enter main. This is going great because I know everything in his hand. He has 0 extension with the exception of JJ. And this is my hand. There's arguably, maybe I should have Rico the JJ and just save Ash for that. But I wanted to kind of get him to use it ASAP. I also didn't know it was KTS. It wasn't guaranteed knowledge because he had another KTS. Okay. Now, the game state, my RS is at 1700 attack. My Q is here. And each of my monsters are +2. Which means RS is 7. Q is 5. I go pot. Because I figure, you know what? At least this gives me an opportunity to look at something in my deck. If he lets this go, I could potentially find a crown, or I could find something that could kind of help me. A Harmonia, etc. Just to see if I could push forward, or even a level to play with. He ashes that, and now I have KTS. Now, I enter battle to kill the clip. And I want you guys to think about this. If I go KTS, my options are search Rotary, search Mix, search Rico. With all my monsters gaining 2 levels, what do I actually make here to win the game? If you think about it. What can I actually make here to win the game? If I get Rotary, that's my RS is level 7. My Rotary, that's 8. That does nothing. Rotary and Q is Loudness. That does nothing. Let's say I got mix, so mix is level 2. Q is 5, so I'd have Q5 and mix 2, but it doesn't do anything because Zalin needs a synchro. Sorry, Zalin needs a thing. Then you have mix with RS would be 7 plus 2, that would be 9. Doesn't do anything. Let's say I got Rico. So if I got Rico, I could do 8, Rico and RS. Rico and if I got Rico with KTS, the RS is 5. It'll be 7. Rico will make it 10. Then maybe that could be a play where I would go. Enter battle, kill clip, kill back to back, but then I have 1 Q and a dream. What I opt to do is enter battle, kill clip, pass. Because of Harmonia, Fualo side frames. And I have a shot. And what happens? He draws Harmonia. Enter battle, he kills Q. I was thinking about it, I let it go. My turn, I win the game. Just literally enter battle with RS. It's a billion attack in the mirror. If you guys recognize the game state, I had 1 Ghost Ogre and 5 engine cards. I still won the game. That was the definition of a Masterclass. Now, it's pretty obvious he has Harmonia or Fua. So I'm literally letting him Harmonia here freely. He Harmonias to pop the Rico so he could bounce the RS with Malong. Because he has no other plays really. And I'm just going to win the game because I have KTS. So I add clip. He chains for RS. I go KTS. KTS add Rico. I look at this line here. I go, yeah, it's easy game. I make the Visas with these two. And then Q, give him a bad top deck. I give him Bell top deck. I make remix. This is an instant game. I pop both. That's scoop. What a game there. If you guys want to learn how to play this, as I said, get the fucking Masterclass next week, Thursday, May 7th. Thursday, May 7th. It is just some great stuff. 50 whole pages, and you learn cool tricks like that. Now, my fool gets stopped. I just have 1 Bell, 1 Harmonia, and a Dream. If this is all you have, you got to be kind of strategic with it. What I love about these hand traps like Bell and Harmonia is that they could be used on your turn as well. Bell on the Q is absolute 100%. Now, these I have to save on my turn. He's still going to, through the Bell, Fua, he did Ash one of them. He's still going to get to the actual end board that you're supposed to end on here of Zalin Remix. And what I like about my hand is, hey, at the end of the day, these are kind of can be used. So I go Bell, knowing he's going to Zalin. I have to Harmonia pop the Zalin, because by Harmonia popping the Zalin, he can't make back-to-back in this situation. I sent Ad Ignister, because by sending Ad Ignister, if he makes RS, I could crash the RS with my own Harmonia. Ad Ignister, send it, because Ad Ignister is another card you control by battle or effect. Get rid of his RS. He has Ash. I was forced to KTS early, otherwise he'd Ash it. And in this game state, I go Q. He Ashes. I go Overtake. Now I'm left with a choice. Do I play around the last unknown of Harmonia, or do I try to win the fucking game? So if I summon Mix, I was thinking about it. Summon Mix, no effect. If I go summon Mix, no effect. Mix Q, give him bad top deck, get rid of this Mix. And if you kind of, let's just say he lets it go, and I enter battle, attack. I don't think that's winning. I think I would lose on his turn just by whatever he has. I was not comfortable to do that, because I felt that was just, even if he had Harmonia, it was a losing play. So I took a risk that there was no Harmonia, because if Rico resolves and I get Rotary, and I Rotary with one of the 3s, I win the game. He had Harmonia. So I still had to take a risk. I played to sometimes you got to take a risk. You know, he had it, and that would be a guaranteed loss. So now going on to game number 3, and this is awesome because I don't have too many pushes. I have double overtake pot, 2 hand traps. He has Ash, Bell, Gamma with Rico, and I don't not the best situation. So I go overtake, he bells, which I would bell in this situation too, because Ash could be used for KTS or pot, whereas Bell cannot. However, Bell negates the activation, allowing you to activate another overtake. So I just made him waste both. Beautiful. He ashes that. Next, I pot. I'm hoping to get Rotary. If I get Rotary, I'm chilling. I get Rico, which, okay, to one more Valor Imperm, I am passing my turn and praying with Bell. So I go Rico, he gammas, gotta chain Bell here. Him not chaining another Valor Imperm shows you that he doesn't have another Valor or Imperm. Can't reveal Rotary because he'll get gammad. I go Maker 1, Rotary 2, where he's forced to gamma the Rotary. Otherwise, I get Zalin and Gamma's dead forever. Then I got JJ Cooltoon. And as you saw in the last game where my opponent went first, his tributing was like didn't work out to the best for him. So in this situation, I know he has one card in hand and one random card he's about to get, the draw. So I go JJ Tribute. I get Mix. I get Q to hand to give me an extra normal because of JJ. Q effect, special Ghost Ogre. I keep the fucking Ghost Ogre on the field. I always keep one Ghost Ogre in the deck going second. I main two for it's great versus Doom Z, but always keep one Ghost Ogre even in matchups you think it's useless, because Q special Ghost Ogre makes Ghost Ogre an actual interruption on your turn or their turn. Q could special any single tuner, allowing the Ogre to sit there, not be used as material, and be a whole ass hand trap for free. And my remix will just add Bell and something else, giving me 3 whole ass hand traps plus full combo through all these hand traps. Because Ghost Ogre could be used from hand or field. I Q to give him a Fualos. In this situation, I go draw phase. I want him to, if he Fualoses, I'm obviously just not going to summon. I get Rico. I add Clip for follow up. And he passes. He passes knowing that he basically needs to draw Clip with Fua. Or like Nib, stuff like that. So he goes Fua. I summon Rico. And this is pretty interesting of a game state how this ends up. Obviously, I win this. But I tribute. He ends up drawing. I have OTK with one draw, and he draws Clip. So I'll give him one draw, he draws Clip. It's hilarious. This is just game by one draw and 4 summons. He draws the Clip. That's okay. I get Rotary here to just get a spell before this goes off. And there's actually a bit of a problem here. Due to the fact that I potted Prosperity, I only have 6 left. And he has RS screwing up my levels. So if he banishes my RS, this is going to be a huge problem. He pops that, Clip. I have 1 RS left in my extra deck right now. He banishes it by random with the lucky Clip. So I have to think a little bit to do the OTK. And I realize, hey, it's tough. I only have 5 extra deck slots left. Everything's levels are up by 1. I'm like, yo, you know what? I don't got to do shit. On his turn, I just fucking remix. Any card he has, if he activates it, loudness, pop the RS. RS is like 7k attack right now. Remix, summon Mix. Mix and the Rotary in my hand. Mix is level 3. Plus that's 1. So 3 and 1 makes the Maker. Destroying the RS. And then I easily win with what I have. That's the game. Now I'm going to show you guys an epic match there. I'm going to show you guys another one here now as well. This is also another match. This was a toxic. We were talking shit bear a lot with me and Dingo. But we'll see who. We're talking shit before the match. We'll see who's the real Yu-Gi-Oh champ. He shifters me. I Ashes Allure. He doesn't have too many pushes. If he had Underground, I would just bell it. And luckily, through the shifter and my hand trap, he ends on SP. His SP, Malice in the Mirror, and Shifter. People think Shifter really hurts his deck. People think Die-Fi really hurts his deck. People think Retaliate C really hurts his deck. Not really. Like, to an extent, it'll stop them to the best. Like, it'll stop them to a good amount, but it'll never fully stop them. It'll just hinder them. And I'm going to show you a few cool ways now to play around it incredibly easily. So I go Harmonia to pop this. He chains this. I chain this. It's just instant destruction. Synchroing all these to go to Maker. Summoning my Harmonia. Q resolves to get Rico. That's just instant, obvious OTK. Even with Shifter, especially on his turn, like that in that situation, he just set up a bunch of bodies and just synchro on their turn. Who cares? And if it's Retaliating Seer, Die-Fi, you can just Chaos Angel if you play it to banish it. I Fua, he Ashes, I Imperm. On Resolution, I Fua, he Called Buys, I Bell. And what Fua is so good in this deck is the deck plays 27 hand traps. The 27 hand traps are simply going to draw you more hand traps. I draw Harmonia. He's going to trigger the Rabbit. I play 27 hand traps post side. Draw Mourner. Like, bro, look at this. Like, this is just, like, destruction. I Mourner that. and he has one play on one interruption on my turn and his dominant spark. I go Q, I go Rico, Rico add mix. He has no card in it. You don't always, sometimes in simplified game states like this, just go for Rico mix, pop what you have a full fudge, you get an Omni negate. You get a fucking Omni negate. You don't need to do full like this is just game if I go RS. So he's left with a choice if he wants to dominant spark something now. He doesn't for obvious reasons. I would just win if he does that. So I just immediately go into RS to punish it. Pop both. He can't chain it because I'll just negate. And that's just game. But because I can't rotary and because all my normal summons are cooked, I actually can't fully OTK right now. My RS gains like a few thousand, but if you actually think, I can't really go into back-to-back, which is the OTK. The way you OTK in this deck is back-to-back. I can't actually get there cleanly. I can get there non-cleanly, so I have to do the OTK line pretty cool. So I go summon Rotary. If you really think about it, how is this going to be an OTK? You go Maker, you get another spell. What's the spell going to do? You can't actually really get there. So what I do is you have to go to Visas. I Rotary to put back the Ransom. I use Visas effect to tribute to Q. All my synchros gain 800, and it just happened to be game. And that's actually the only way it was game. So sometimes you need to look at OTK in a different way. So, and that was it. Destroyed them respectfully. Hey, they're great Yu-Gi-Oh players, but I'm the best Yu-Gi-Oh player on the planet. So if you guys want to learn more about Cool Toon, check out down below my masterclass dropping next week, 7 days from today, Thursday, May 7th. It's going to have 100 replays like that for you guys to look at just easily. 50 pages of information. Whole combo spreadsheet on every possible way to combo. How to exactly end on Zalin Remix. I even put 3 secret combos that nobody knows or plays that you could catch people off guard with. How to play around. What happens if you see Super Poly? What end board do you end on? What happens if you get Jeweled? What happens if you get Fuad? What happens if you see Crown? How specifically do you maneuver around the Doomsday matchup? Absolutely every single thing you can think of Cool Toon related in the meta, I got you guys on that masterclass. It's going to be a 3-hour class May 7th, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, where you're going to get the 50-page book as well as 100 replays. Love you guys! Hit the subscribe button as well. And hey, if you're a Medify member, you get the masterclass for free, as well as a coaching session. I do coaching every day on my Medify. All my Medify members get daily free coaching by joining the membership. Our community is huge. We got 144 strong. I want to make it the biggest community in the world. I go hard on it, man. It's a full-time job for me on Medify. That's why sometimes you guys don't see me post much on YouTube. I'm on Medify every day. All right, guys. Love you guys. I'll see you for tomorrow's Cool Toon video. Bye.